you got the retail bug like right away, early
yes,
on.
I did. I grew up in a retail family, so I was in a store, and then I did retail investment banking. But we're in the malls every other week, so we're pretty excited about doing these channel checks and really knowing what's hot.
I go into Gap, it's dead. Am I right? How do you know a Gap store is dead when you walk in?
Well, you know, Gap's been famous for classic American cool and optimism and color, and that's not what they have in the store right now. So there's a big opportunity for them to restore this, and that's in progress. What's happened is democratization of fashion. So as fashion has gotten faster with supply chains abroad, and consumers have more power,
I agree. Bring up the chart here. I have no idea, folks, because I don't shop at Zara. The white line is the Zara people, and the yellow line is the non-starters at Gap. What's in the chemistry at a Zara? Do they like go to Vogue, rip out the page, and say, "Get me this in 15 days"?
That's true. They've really simplified how a retailer works. They've simplified the roles and responsibilities. So the supply chain and lead time's a lot shorter, and that leads to better fashion.
Could J. Crew beat this?
Well, J. Crew's a work in progress as well. So American companies are soul-searching.
But there are more and more of these fast fashion European and Japanese retailers coming into the market. Will they start to cannibalize each other? There's another one coming in the fall, right? Primark?
Yes, and Primark has a great, unique offering. They call it Primarni, and it's a really unique kind of integration of a grocery store and fashion. And the British have good taste.
Right.
So there's
I don't even know where to start.
Should we do a jargon alert on soul searching? What is soul searching?
Here, let's do a jargon alert on
analysis
channel. Omni-channel. This is the thing that we keep hearing is that retailers need to adapt to. They need to have a smaller footprint, use their footprint as a warehouse. What chain, what store is right now best adapted to getting that right, and what are they doing right about it?
Well, we like Macy's. Macy's has been focused on this for over 5 years, so 10% of mix is online. They're integrating their inventory between stores and online well. Nordstrom's a great executor. And then Walmart's on a journey. So Walmart really recognizes this. And bricks plus clicks is really the answer for the future.
Well, we actually have, a little later this morning on Bloomberg Television, Doug McMillan is going to be on with Olivia Stearns. What is it that we need to be asking him?
I think it's about how do you inspire this consumer to come into your store, reserve in store at the front of the store, how they're going to leverage a new kind of shopping. Millenniums, too. You got to get youth, you got to get younger, and you got to retain your existing.
Vonnie, you and I have been in the stores. They're packed with stuff. Is there too much stuff out there?
In some cases, there is. You know, with clothing, you got to get the fashion right. So at the heart of retail, it's about supply versus demand. And you don't want to see too much because you got to get fast-turning inventory turns. And TJX does as well.
Yeah, TJX does it really well, and they keep their secrets close to their chest, right? They won't talk. But what happened to American apparel? And I'm not talking about American apparel, the retailer. I just mean in general, because Tom's right. It's the Zaras of the world, it's the Inditexes, the
Uniqlo,
Benetton. They're all taking over from Abercrombie and Fitch.
Yeah, the competitive advantage has really changed the game. So it's not as much of a key item strategy. It's a lot of choice. It's consumers making choice. It's more room for fashion errors. You think about Instagram, you think about bloggers, you think about what's happened in the fashion magazine world. Consumers have more power. So it's great that consumers can demand it and get it quickly. And the global story's been true, too.
Oliver Chen from Cowen, thank you.